it's Snowbee here, and today I'm going to give you an update of my island so far. So I've made quite a few big changes on my island, and that's mainly because I've been given a little bit of time off work for annual leave, and I've really been able to explore different island tours which you've seen on my channel, and also it's gave me so much inspiration, especially the latest autumnal island called Thistle that I went on to. I'm desperately thinking, shall I change it to an autumnal island after this, because I'm nearly coming to the end of my island. But I gave myself a challenge that I really wanted to put as much detail in as possible where I feel really happy with it. So that's what I'm in the middle of doing now. I'm basically going around parts of my island, taking each part and try to fill it and make it as aesthetic as I possibly can. So I'm going to give you some tips as well. If you're in a kind of, difficult situation with your island and you don't know what to do next with it. So I'm going to give you a little tour of the bits that I'm really happy with and bits that I really need to sort out, basically. So I've decorated this beach behind me, and it's gone a bit blue and white. This is my thing. I've got to get out of trying to keep coordinating colours all the time in one area, because everything does not need to be blue in this area to make it work. And that needs tidied up a little bit. I'm going to keep this ramp because I really love it right outside my house, and I think it fits quite well with everything else I've got. I really love, this is my favourite part of my island, what I've done so far. I really love the fact that these little ponds that I've created, and I've added these grass standees here, so it just gives it a better effect with the ducks on the pond. And I've still got more to do in this area to kind of thin it out a little bit more. I love this part. I really wanted, as soon as I saw the zodiac sign for the sheep, I really wanted to make like a little sheep farm there. I've done this bit on my beach, but just to fill in the gaps, but I think it flows really nicely from one part to the next. So I've made this at the end, and I really love it that there's this little picnic blanket right at the end where the farm is, where the silo is, and where the little pond is. I just think it goes really well together. And I made this little sewing area here on the beach that I can come to and do all my sewing patterns. Not that I've ever made anything in my life except for I love sea beads, but that's as far as it goes. I've done this little bit here, but it still needs work on, as you can see. But overall, I'm loving this part of the island. It does have that natural feel to it, which I'm really enjoying. I love this little picnic blanket here right outside. Now these are the changes that I've made so far. This is the entrance to my airport, which I've liked that from the beginning, what I did there. And this is the entrance to some of my villager houses, which I've just started decorating and redoing. So it's not complete. This needs a lot of work, and I may change this completely. Here's my newest islander, Lolly, which I've been waiting for a long time. Now, this is where I've changed it dramatically, and I hope you like it. I had this area right by residential services that I just didn't know what to do with at all. And it was a waste of land because I didn't know how to fill it, and I started doing these little areas down the bottom here with the umbrella and the little picnic rug there, and I liked the feel of all of this. Then I did another one here, Then I did my baby trees and sat this here. And then I had this space here that, if you remember rightly, it had a Tree Bounties arch here and a large mushroom platform. And that's all I had. And every time I went over to Nooks, which is just over that little stream, I just thought it's so empty. It's not as natural as what I really wanted it to do. So what I've done is just layered it up. So I got the leaf stool, the log stakes, I put some baby trees, I got a barrel and bushes, and I just layered it all up just so that it's more pleasing to the eye, really. It's more natural. And then I filled this bit up too. If you can remember from the last time, I only had the plushie there and the umbrella, and I had a few flowers. So I've actually added 15 new items here. And what a difference that makes. Putting that little pumpkin over there, the box, the log stakes, the leaf stool. I've added the barrel with the cookies, turned the fortune cookie around so it looks like I'm offering a taster of free cookies. So I've changed all of this area here. This is my little book stand here, which I blatantly copied from, I think was the Briarwood tour, but I've added my own little features there to go alongside it, so it's a bit slightly different, but I was highly inspired by Briarwood Island tour, so go back and visit that because that island is exceptional. I made this little hire of bikes here and used the Pocket Camp sign, which I think goes really well. I've still got to add on my pier, I've still got to change that, and this is what I've had before, the little tent here that's in place. I've still kept my little cinema area, which I really like, I really enjoyed, and my wedding venue area here. And I think I've just added another little section here, which you couldn't really see. I had a little birthday table there on the right hand side, but I've changed it and put some teddy bears there. So I've added that bit, and I've kept this the same with my flowers and my little horse and cart there. And this is all the same here with my little stream pond that's going on. I've changed Marshall's area, so this whole area here I've changed. I didn't like the double sofa at the back, it wasn't natural enough, and I think this bit looks much better now. I'm really happy with it. And the shocker is I've taken away the cliffside here. Now this bit is I'm still making it, and unfortunately Nook is not allowing me any more inclines, so I'm kind of stuck here because I really didn't want that just to end at Marshall's house. I've just started this area here, which is going to be the orchard. So I wanted to make it easier to get to the secret beach here, so I will add, I've really got to work on this area a bit over here. And I've kept this area here, which is the little tent section that I had. I made it into a campsite. And then I recently made this area, which I am in love with. I really liked it. This was just an empty space, and I've just filled it with this lovely archway and bench, which I think goes really well together, and just added some flowers, some beehives, these beautiful monarch emperor butterflies, and the wasps and the bees and some butterflies. I think that whole area just looks lovely. And then we hop along across to Whitney's house, which I've still got to decorate the sheds because I changed the custom code, so it's left with just that on there. So I've got to take that all apart and redo the stalls. And then we've got this area. Now, I built up on this area. It used to be free flowing on the first floor, and I've just made this area up here. So we're going to go up because I haven't got any inclines, but I have put a little a wooden raft there to kind of give you that indication. And I've made this now my campsite area, so it's much more natural, and it looks much more pleasing to the eye as a natural theme, and I'm really loving this area. I'm really enjoying it. And I've made an incline there which leads on to this kind of pumpkin patch place, which I also quite like. I really like this area at the back of the island. I made this little house. It looks a bit more cottagecore kind of style here at the back, but it looks like a working farm. I think it looks like it's a farmer's cottage, and you know, I really like that idea. And then you've got this huge picnic blanket there, which is probably far too big, but I like it. And back over the bridge, I've completed this little area which was just bland before. I've got to change those flowers over there on that island because they don't exactly match. Then we've got this area here which leads back up to my airport, but I'm going to come back around here to show you what I've added. I've added Deli's house. I've moved him from the back so that I could build my campsite. And I've placed the incline up here just to his house, which is a waste of an incline. But I'm loving his little area here now. It suits him really well with the mum reef and some mums hanging about. And he's got his own little place there that looks very more natural, I would say. So if we come up here, this is my museum. I'm still loving my museum the way that it is. It kind of leads out into the park, which I've purposely built so it looks and feels like a parkway. And then if we go up to the left hand side, it's just flowers until you get up to the end bit where I put a camper van here, which looks quite natural. This area I've probably got to fix a little bit more. And then this area, I really love this area here. And then we've got Able Sisters. Now, originally I wanted this to be a, a wedding venue. But I may change that. I may make it for more of a natural, just an ordinary Able Sisters. So I've made this area around here, which I quite like, next to the streams or the river. You head back down this way. Yeah, I'm loving the feel of it, but I think my island looks really small compared to the tours that I regularly go on. It feels really small getting around. I can easily get around from place to place. So apart from that feeling and wishing that I had some more inclines, that's okay. So I want to try to show you something else, a tip that I learned. Now, I've changed the interior of my house as well, so it looks completely different. And again, highly inspired. My living room, I absolutely love. I can't tell you how much I love this room. And this, I was inspired by Kissland tour. Please go and go on my channel and look at that island tour. It will give you so much inspiration, especially in the interior house. So I've completely changed that, and then I've also changed this room. Do you remember this room was completely pink, which I absolutely adored because I didn't have any pink in the game, and now I've changed it to this, which I'm also loving. Unfortunately, that antique wardrobe hides a lot of it, but I really love it. If you put it at this angle, I really love the whole room. It's just perfect, the way that I'd imagined that I wanted that room. So that's 2 rooms that are complete. I still need to redo the kitchen. Oh, 3 rooms, sorry, 4 rooms I've got completed. What am I saying? This is my bedroom that I've made right at the beginning, and I'm not going to change it. I really love it. It's got such a peaceful vibe to it. I really love this room. And then I'm just in the middle of redecorating. If you remember, I had lots of kimono stands, and it was just fitted out as a huge sewing room downstairs. I've completely changed it because I've always wanted this cafe wall curtain wallpaper. I've always wanted it, so I'm going to make a kitchen diner kind of room down here. So I've just got to acquire all the things to be able to do that. So that's what I'm going to be doing this week, is redecorating that area. And something that I just learned how to do, and I've been playing this game since it came out on the very first day, was to use my custom design codes. And I really struggled to lay down, because I didn't know what I was supposed to do, to lay down the tiles, because when you first go to lay anything down, it doesn't go where you want it to go, or it doesn't go in the direction that you need it to go. So I'm going, if anyone doesn't know this, and you probably all do, so please forgive me for showing you this if you already know, is that you go to your custom designs. Actually, I'm going to rub out this. I'm going to pick up, sorry. Or try and pick up. There you go. Oh! I didn't want to do that. Let's put that back. Got so much stuff in my inventory. So, what I didn't realise was you go to custom designs, open it up, choose your custom design that you want to place. So we want the orange, don't we? So you click on it, and then you go display here, and then you go to tile mats, and then you lay it down. Now I don't want that there. I want it over to slightly lower to the right. So you come out of there, and then you click to go to change things in your room, which is to the right, well, not to the right, down. And you then grab it and move it to where you want it. Is that right? As in the right place? Yep, that's where I want it to be. Come back off of it, and then hopefully when you lay this one down, if you do exactly the same thing, it will go into the right place. So I want the left hand side, click it, display here, tile mat, and can you see how it's landed in the opposite direction? And that's what it does when you lay things down. So if you press the down button, where you can see on the icon where it's got the light bulb, the box and like the flooring, if you press the down button, you'll open up the screen where you can change things around. Put the dot onto the mat and then press A and it'll spin it around, and then if you grab it and move it down, it should go into place. Now I didn't realise that, and I was really struggling, so I added some lace on the bottom there, did another little mat over here. So I'm really chuffed to bits that I learned how to do that. And did you know that the butter churns are customisable and they go to like a golden yellow colour when you customise them? I did not know that. I thought that they couldn't be customised. I thought they were like the barrels. So yeah, I'm going to update my dream address because I've added 2 more rooms that I've just decorated, so that if you want to come and visit you can. And if you've got any tips for me that you can tell me that, or inspire me, or say, oh, this would look really great on your island, why don't you do this? Or have you seen a island tour that is a natural island tour or a cottage core that you'd like me to go and tour? Please leave me a comment. If you've got an island that you'd like me to come and tour, I'd love to. So just give me your dream address and I'll come and tour your island. But thank you so much for watching and subscribing to my channel. It means a lot. It means that I can come back and make some more island tours so that we all get loads of new inspiration. And I'll put my dream address back up again, so that you can see it. I'm hoping to fill in all the gaps later on today and to go on some more island tours. So come back to my channel and hopefully we'll have some new content for you all. Well, have a great day and take care, and thank you for joining me. Thanks. Bye.